What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH. This whole Dev situation, Sonny is crazy as hell. Sonny has lost his marble. Like, seriously. He's bugging. Like, he's seriously talking about he want to adopt Dev. If you adopt him under his legal U.S. name, Dev Corbin, it's going to be an illegal adoption, because if anybody finds out the truth, a lot of y'all could go to prison. Like, Sonny doesn't understand this. He can go to prison. Britt can go to prison if anybody finds out that he altered those records or he came up with that false information. Carly could go to prison. Like, they can go to prison because they knew these things. You know what I mean? Hell, even Jocelyn might be charged because she know. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, you are putting a lot of people at risk right now. A lot of people. You might want to pump your brakes on the whole adoption thing. I like, literally, I have to agree with Carly 1,000% today. I have to. Like, I agree with her. Sonny's doing way too much. Like, I understand he's grateful to this kid. I get it. You know, you see a lot of yourself in this boy. I understand that. You want to help him. But you have been helping him. You don't have to adopt him to help him. You don't have to do that. You know, you do not have to adopt this boy in order to help him. You've been doing that. You gave him a job. You got him, you know, you let him stay with you. That's one thing. You know, you're paying for all of his living expenses, you know, his clothes, his food. You're doing all these things already. Why do you feel the need to adopt him? For what? You're already doing all that stuff. You don't got to make it legal. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do that. You know, once he's out of high school or whatever and he want to go to college, pay for his education, get him an apartment, pay the rent on the apartment for a while. That's helping him. You know what I'm saying? But you do not need to make him, and I agree with Carly, you don't need to make him a permanent member of the family. That's ridiculous. But I do agree with Carly also when she said that, you know what, if you're really serious about adopting him, you need to consult the rest of the family. Michael, Christina, you know what I mean? The rest of the kids need to be consulted about this. Because it affects them too. Jocelyn, they all need to be in on this. You know what I mean? Like, because this affects them too. Because once you adopt this boy, that means he's a Corinthos. That means that he's now legally Christina, Jocelyn, Avery, and Michael's brother. Like, he's going to be another sibling to them. Dante, he's going to be another sibling. This new baby, they're all going to be siblings now. Once you pull the trigger and do the adoption. Even Diane was against this. And Sonny, of course, doesn't want to listen. You got Diane against it. You got Carly against it. But you don't want to hear it. Sonny makes these impulsive decisions, and he doesn't really consider the family that he claims to love so much. Like, I know he loves his family, but you don't consult with them. You know what I mean? Like, the whole family, and I agree with Carly, the whole family needs to be brought in. I think he's doing too much. Because the last thing you need is one person finding out about this. One enemy that you don't need finding out about this. They find out, you're a wrap. You're going to be looking at some heavy charges. Carly could be, you know, anybody who's involved in this could be looking at some serious charges. Like, he's doing way too much. Also, I wouldn't be so quick to trust Dev anyway. You know, you don't know really jack squat about this boy or his life. You know what I mean? Sonny needs to take a step back, a couple of steps back, and really think on it before he commits the family to something that they can't get out of. Because once that document is, you know, official, he's legally a part of your family. At least until somebody finds out the truth, then that would make the adoption illegal. But until that point, he's going to be legally a Corinthos. You know, you're going to have to make him a part of your estate, your will. He's going to be your son now. You know, that's a hell of a lot. That's a lot to, you know, to ask. And it's a lot to ask of Carly right now. You know, that would make this boy her new son. On top of the stuff that she's already dealing with. She has a child that may end up with special needs. You know, become special needs and stuff. Like, that's a lot to be dealing with. It's too much on the plate. Way too much. Like, Sonny's getting them involved in something that they may, be in way over their head with. It's just too much. Like, he might want to reconsider this one, or at least take some more time to think on it. Because if he run this by Jason, Jason gonna tell him hell no. But Sonny just wants to do what Sonny wants to do, no matter the consequences. Sonny, he needs to take a step back on this one. But anyway, Valentin, the way he looks at Obrecht, he tries to be menacing and threatening. Valentin, I'm not buying it. You don't look scary. You don't look menacing. You don't look threatening. You look like a wimp. But okay, I guess you're the most feared Cassadine. He's sitting there trying to tell Obrecht, well, if the secret about Sasha comes out, not only will I go down, you'll go down too. Yeah, that's kind of true, but you have way more to lose than Obrecht does. And he knows that. Obrecht knows that. He has way more to lose than she does. I don't even know why she's sitting there listening to that fool and his little threatening attempts. Well, his failed attempts at threatening. But of course, Obrecht's willing to keep the secret and make sure, the secret doesn't come out because it benefits her too. You know what I mean? Because she could pull the thread out on this anytime she wants. All she got to do is say one word to Nina. That's all she got to do. I mean, Valentin's sitting there worried about his secrets coming out. I'm like, okay, but nobody told you to sit there and infiltrate the dead and steal DNA from dead folk. Ain't nobody tell you to do all of that. You did that. So live with it. Valentin knows he has a hell of a lot to lose. So he's trying to get up in Obrecht's head to make her think, oh, well, you have a lot to lose too. Like what? What, Nina gonna be angry with her? Maxie gonna be angry? Okay, they eventually get over it. She family. She'll get over it. They both will. But of course, that's what led Obrecht to Brad. Brad is such a smarmy little prick. Like, he really thinks he's in control. Sitting there telling Obrecht, oh, don't threaten me. Oh, I'm not doing what you tell me to do. Brad, you really think you're in control? Have you met Lisa Obrecht? Obrecht was not fazed by Brad and his little, oh, I'm not doing what you tell me to do. I'm not doing anything illegal. Obrecht didn't give a damn what he was talking about. She was like, okay, but you sitting there saying you're not going to do it. But Obrecht looking at him and telling him, yeah, you're going to do it whether you want to or not. Like, Obrecht, I was wondering when she was going to use the Wiley Jonah secret to her advantage. And boom, it's happening today. I would love for Obrecht to open her mouth and tell all the secrets. I would love it. I would love to see everybody go down right now. But it is kind of entertaining watching her screw with people. Knowing that all it takes is one word. Just one. One little phone call to Michael. Your son is alive. Brad Cooper has him. Boom. It's all over but the show. But Obrecht is having a little fun doing it. I just wish she would talk. I do. I wish that she would tell it all. Blow everything up. But then again, I can understand why she's not. Because if Obrecht does say something, she loses a lot of her leverage. And leverage is something that you're going to need in that town. Suffice it to say, think about it. Port Charles was a real town and we all lived there. Trust me, it would be to all of our benefit if we had leverage on somebody wealthy and powerful. Because then we get some of that wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get the cushy job we want. The nice Porsche, nice condo somewhere, or mansion at least. You know what I'm saying? A little townhouse or something. Yeah, you get all the perks. You know what I mean? Hell, use it to your advantage. Why not? But then again, if you push too far, I would start talking. Definitely. I wouldn't blame Obrecht if she did, to be honest. But she needs Brad basically to alter the DNA just in case somebody comes asking questions or want to run another DNA on Nina and Sasha like Maxie did before. She wants Brad to alter those results. So any DNA tests that come in for Nina and Sasha, she wants him to make damn sure that the tests come back positive, that they're a match. Otherwise, his secret comes out. I think it's time for that secret to come out because God knows I'm ready for this baby mess to be over. Expeditiously. I'm ready for it to be done and over. I did like the scene though with Michael and Sam. I love their little talks though, you know. It started really when Michael got out of his coma and stuff. You know, he started, remember after he got shot and then a year later he got out of his coma. That's when him and Sam really started like connecting and talking, and you know, she basically kind of became his sounding board over the years. Sasha, I do believe Sasha is a good person, but I feel like she just did some dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? I commend her on wanting to be honest. I just wish that, you know, she would have been honest right now instead of waiting until she was better. You know, it's best to be honest now. Why wait? Now, the question is, how will Michael react? I don't blame Michael for having reservations. I don't blame him. You know, because he's been hurt in the past. We all know the history. So, I don't blame him, you know. He has his rights. I would be hesitant about it too. But, Nina, I kind of felt bad for Nina a little bit when she was talking to Sasha about her relationship with her mother and how bad that relationship was and how she didn't want that type of relationship with her kid. And I kind of felt bad for her, but I think it's going to be entertaining to see her face when the truth comes out. You know what I'm saying? Because Nina has been giving crap to a lot of people, including Willow. So I think it'll be fun to see her face cracked a little bit when she finds out that Valentin is nothing more than the liar that everybody keeps telling her that he is. You know, so I think it's going to be purely entertaining. Now, where that leaves Sasha, I don't know. I mean, will Nina forgive Sasha? Maybe. Possibly. I think she's going to be pissed at Sasha at first. But I think down the line, she may come to forgive her. Who knows? Real quick, I just want to tell y'all. This Tropicana juice that I got from Walmart last night. This is tangerine lemonade. Listen, if you go to Walmart, you have to get Tropicana tangerine lemonade. This is like the best juice. Like, this is my first time drinking it, and it's amazing. Like, this juice is freaking amazing. I should have got 2 of them. Blazing. So anyway, moving on from that. I don't blame Cameron for telling Elizabeth. I knew he was going to tell Elizabeth about what happened with Kim and Franco in the park and stuff. Cam was pissed. Listen, William Lipton is killing it on this show right now. I love the material that they decided to give him, you know, especially for a teenager. He's killing it. Like, he's doing an amazing job. Like, seriously. But I know it was hard for him to tell his mother, you know, what he saw. But I'm glad he didn't pussyfoot around and, you know, he straight up told her. I felt bad for Elizabeth. When I seen Elizabeth's face when she heard that Kim and Franco kissed and Franco wanted to leave town and wanted Kim to come with her, I felt super bad for Elizabeth. Like, her face just said it all. Like, you could tell she just wanted to just cry. Like, she looked like she was angry and hurt. Like, but she also had to be strong and calm Cameron down too. You know, but I don't blame Cameron. You know, he's stepping up, defending his mother, you know, trying to keep his family together. And, you know, and Liz is proud of him. And as she should be, because he's stepping up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? In ways that she, you know, didn't really expect her son to step up like this. But he's been stepping up. You know, that's something to be proud of. And I don't blame Liz. You know, she's going to keep fighting for her husband, as she should. Julian, when he looks at Kim, every time Kim starts to talk, because he was wondering why Kim, if nothing happened, he was wondering why Kim lied and didn't tell him that she bumped into Franco at Oscar's Meadow. Like, if nothing happened, why are you so afraid to tell Julian? And she talking about, oh, because she didn't want Julian to go over there and beat up Franco or make a big deal. Kim, the way Julian was looking at her, every time she talks most of the time, he looks at her like he could see through the bullshit with her. Like, he could see through the BS with Kim. And a lot of times I think he brushes it aside, certain things. But when it's something major, like he calls her out on it, like having a baby, rushing to the altar. Like, he calls her out on that stuff because he see it for what it really is. But I think when she was talking and lying, I think Julian didn't want to call her out because it would, like I said yesterday, it would confirm what Elizabeth already been telling him, that Kim is trying to get with Franco. Not technically Franco, but Drew's memories, basically. Call it what it is. And I think he just wants to be in denial about it a little longer. He can see through the BS, but he just don't want to admit that Liz may be right. You know what I mean? Like, he don't want to admit it. Honestly, I think as much as I like Kim and Drew, I feel like Julian should just... I mean, I said Kim and Drew. I think I said Kim and Drew. Kim and Julian. I think Julian should just tell her to either, like, seriously get some real help and take it seriously, or cut his losses and move on. Like, why keep, stringing this relationship along? Like, clearly, Kim needs extensive therapy. Like, a couple of sessions ain't gonna help her. She needs way more than just 2 or 3 therapy sessions to heal her. She's gonna have to be in therapy for quite some time and go on a self-awareness journey, or whatever they call it, self-discovery. Like, she just needs to take some time for herself. I don't blame Alexis, though, for not wanting to represent Franco. Because Franco keep talking about, well, I'm not Franco, I'm Drew. Be that as it may, legally you're Franco. So it's a conflict of interest for Alexis to represent him because of his past with Sam and stuff like that. I mean, Alexis, she was cordial with Franco, because she, sympathized for his situation, even though Franco didn't believe her. But, she told him, she was like, she really do hope things work out for him. Peter is a pain in my ass at this point. Him stalking around Andre's room and stuff. He basically went in there with the agenda to finish Andre off. What is Peter so afraid of Franco getting his memories back? I don't think it's just Franco getting his memories back, but Peter up to something. It's something else that he's not telling everybody. Because why are you going to these extremes to shut Andre Maddox up? Like, he's going to some pretty extreme ways to get rid of this guy. Like, what are you hiding? What are you up to? Like, you must be up to something heavy. Like, something that you ain't told everybody. And when Finn was trying to tell him, to call Anna and stuff like that, he's sitting there talking about just leave a message for Anna from me telling her, I can't wait to see her and I want to get to know her better. Shut up. I'm over Peter at this point. I've been over Peter, but I'm more so over him now. Like, seriously. He's proving Robert right, basically. Everything Robert been saying, you ain't doing nothing but proving him right. That's all you doing. And hopefully it do come out that Alex is really his mother, because God knows I'm not thrilled about Anna being his mother. I hope they figure out a way to change that, and soon. So anyway. So Andre basically woke up. He told them what happened, how Drew came to find him and took him to the airport, got him on a plane. When he got back, he saw a car service that was there to pick him up. And he thought Drew arranged it. But when, he told the guy to take him to GH. And the guy took him to some alley or whatever and stabbed him a couple times. So he ended up running and, the guy caught up with him. He fought him off, got the better of him, got in the car, drove to the hospital, and that's when he blacked out. So he doesn't remember anything after that. I agree with Mac. See, this is why Mac is a great cop. Because Mac basically told Jordan, we need to get around-the-clock police, protection for Andre. Because he was like, this wasn't no random mugger. This was organized. It was orchestrated. And whoever stabbed him is definitely going to try to, finish the job. Which is totally true. So, it's good to see Mac back on the job. Back in his element, getting it done. Working as a cohesive unit. So that's when Elizabeth came over and stuff like that, and Jason was filling her in on what happened, and then Sam came up, he filled her in, and that's when they were wondering where the hell Drew was, because they was like, when they called Drew, they ain't getting nothing but voicemail. So Sam was like, her name, I guess, is still on the list or whatever for access to the private jet, for the charter jet or whatever. So that's when she called, and she found out that the plane never made it to Afghanistan from Ethiopia. The plane never landed. They don't currently know where the hell the plane is. It's like the plane just vanished. How the hell does a plane vanish? They said it's just dropped off the radar. So now they don't know where Drew is. They don't know where the plane is. So basically, Drew is about to be presumed deceased, basically. You know that they did this to leave the door open for Drew to come back. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what they did. But the question is, where the hell is Drew? And what happened to him? Peter need to go down. That's all I can say. Peter need to go. Quickly and swiftly, Peter needs to go. But anyway, that was the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode, and I will see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.